Adrian Chiles on Saturday.
909 and 693 AM.
5 Live.
Wade Elliott, a footballer. You ever heard of him, Joe?
No, only when I came in this morning.
He's had a ballad written about him. It's rather good as well. It's by the Bewley Brothers.
The Bewley Brothers.
The Bewley Brothers, yeah. Not Bewley, the Bewley Brothers. Lance Riley is one of the Bewley Brothers. How can you be a Bewley brother if you're not called Bewley, Lance?
Yeah, it's a strange question. I really don't know. I think it was probably like I don't know. Probably got drunk one night.
Who are the Bewley Brothers? What do they do? How well known are they, etc.?
Well, you know, we're sort of like massive on a worldwide scale, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's myself and Budgie, who's my co-writer, and various other musicians who join us from time to time.
And where do you perform?
Well, we're living in London now, so we play around London quite a lot on the circuit.
And have you got a record deal?
Well, we did have, but you know how things go, and now we've set up our own label. So
right. And you're Cherries, are you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. Go on. Well, tell us how much you love this Wade Elliott, and why is it because his name's scanned well, or is it because you particularly like him that you wrote this ballad?
He's brilliant. That's basically it. And all the fans always sing that he's brilliant.
Right.
You can't rhyme anything with brilliant, though, can you?
Well, you know, not really, no.
No.
Or Elliot.
Right. You can't blame it on rhyme. Wade's pretty good, though, isn't it? Made.
Yeah. Shade.
Stayed.
Raid.
Prayed,
yes. We can actually speak to Wade Elliott.
Aid,
that's right. Wade, it's Aid here. How you doing?
Hi, not bad, sir.
Right, are you brilliant, like the man says? Do you recognise his description of you?
I wouldn't go that far.
Right.
Oh, go on.
Flattering all the same.
Have you heard this song yet, Wade?
Yeah, the chairman slipped me a copy. We played Southend last week, and just as we were getting on the coach on the way back to the game, he gave me a copy then, so the lads got hold of it, and the whole team have heard it as it goes.
So I bet you got some stick, didn't you, mate? Sorry, mate.
Oh, look, I haven't heard this song yet, so but we can listen to a minute or so of it. I'm told it's really good. Let's have a listen. Some achievement getting brilliant to rhyme with Elliott.
I know.
I must say, Lance.
I told you it could be done.
You've been working on that in training, or?
yeah, we've been working very hard.
Is that you singing there?
It is, yeah, not the high bit. That's Budgie.
Because you sound as if you come from the South Coast when I talk to you, but as soon as you start singing, it's like you're somewhere from Michigan or something like that.
It's a bit of Lloyd Cole in
yes,
there.
There's a bit of House Martins as well, I thought.
Yeah. Well, interesting.
Right. Wade, so tell us about yourself then. When you haven't been brilliant for all that long because you were in the you were in the second year at Goldsmiths, weren't you? What were you studying?
I studied communications and sociology.
Right.
I was about 2 years into my degree when it just came about that I ended up playing a couple of trial matches for Bournemouth,
Were you playing at university?
No, I was playing for Bashley in the Doc Martens League, and Jimmy Case was our manager there.
Yeah.
And obviously he used to play for Bournemouth a few years ago, and he knew Sean O'Driscoll, our manager now. And I think he bumped into him at a testimonial match or somewhere, and just said to him then about that maybe I was worth a look. So yeah, luckily it all fell in place from that.
What's the difference between Bashley and Bournemouth? You have to be so much fitter than you were, or more aware, or cleverer, or harder, or what?
I think I played about 10 or so games while I was still at university, towards the end of the season, and the big thing you notice is that you get tired about 20 minutes from the end, 10 or 15 minutes from the end. And the biggest thing that helped me was a really good proper pre-season. And I think that helps you get up to speed with the rest of the players, obviously because they've been conditioned from a young age with their fitness and the habits they get into, and you start to know the club and set pieces and things like that.
Having been in the middle of a university degree, are you noticeably clever than any of them? Do they call you the professor or anything like that?
Not really. I think it's a bit of a myth that all footballers are stupid. Most of the ones I've come across I think it's the same as in any walk of life. You get a cross-section of people.
I didn't say they were stupid. I just said they might not be quite as clever as you, Wade.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think it's just I think when you're 16 or 18 or so, you have to make a choice, don't you, between football and an academic life. And obviously, if people are given that choice, then they usually plump for football.
Yeah, Lance, I'm bound to say, for a commercially minded artist, this isn't the greatest move. It's a great song, that there's a limited, if you found something to rhyme with Beckham, you might have sold more records than if you found something to rhyme with Elliott, with respect to the brilliant Wade.
Yeah, well, basically, we're Bournemouth fans, and Bournemouth needs to raise some cash at the moment because there's a PFA loan we've got to pay off, and we want to lift the transfer embargo so we can help with the promotion push, and all the money from the single is basically is going to the club to help the club.
Scunthorpe, is it Scunthorpe today, Wade?
Yeah, at home, yeah.
Right, and how do you feel about that one?
I think they're only 3 or so points behind us. I think if they beat us, they can go above us, so should be a decent game.
If you score, has the man on the PA got the record to put on?
I think they have, as it goes. I think they're playing it before the game at half-time or something, so...
I think it's going to be all over today, isn't it?
And as a modest kind of bloke, Wade, will you be cringing with embarrassment when that comes on, when you've scored your goal, or
I'll probably run off into the toilet or something.
That was a cracking goal, by the way, in the cup last week.
Cheers.
That was a beauty.
Listen, Wade, I'm going to see West Brom today, but when I come out, I want to see your name on the team sheet, all right?
Okay, who West Brom got?
We've got Middlesbrough today.
All
right, so...
Won't be as good as Bournemouth Scunthorpe.
Well, we'll see. All right, boys, thanks. Lovely talking to you both.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
That's Wade Elliott, the brilliant Wade Elliott, and also Lance Riley of the Bewley Brothers, who've written a song about him. Let's have the travel, Louise.
Thanks, Adrian. South Yorkshire, the traffic lights...